Yes, it is me, Gerald the Poupée, and you are watching Shooting Shit. Yes.
Hey, this is Joe Gatto, and you're listening to Shooting Shit.
The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at wrestlingwithjohners.com.
Born ready. Born ready.
I see what you did there.
We are rock hard, baby. This is Jesus. You are wearing the rock hard shirt. I never even saw that.
Absolute ham and egger.
He just falls into it every week.
Ham and egger. That's.
Oh, I think it gets worse.
I'm not. Wait. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's supposed to be wearing a Cubs shirt this week.
Season's not officially over. We'll do it next week.
No, but the Sox' season.
Oh, there he is.
The Sox' season's been officially over for a while.
Yes, it has been.
And that was the bet.
I can't
keep rooting against. You can keep rooting for Atlanta to beat my Cubs, but it doesn't change the fact that your Sox still got their asses beat.
Yeah, no, I'll live up to the bet next week.
Okay.
Next week.
We'll see.
DJ in Bears gear.
We'll see.
No,
it's going to be a Mongo jersey that says NWO across it. Gentlemen, I have a hard time calling him Rock Hard Juice Robinson. Yes, a rock hard time. Calling him a Hem and Egger, dude. He bagged Tony Storm, so I mean, respect a little bit.
Yeah, he's doing all right. He's doing all right for me.
Dude, I wasn't talking about fucking Juice, bro. I was talking about Dennis. What the fuck? I thought you guys knew that.
Oh, that's a good way to open.
I did. I gotta tell you, since I started wearing the headphones, that music just hits, bro.
Doesn't it?
I'm happy you like it. If I remember correctly, you were one of the harder to please people when it came to the music.
No. I like the music. I just hated that I want my MTV bullshit. I never once said I didn't like the music. I just said we needed to take that out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please don't stop the music. Please don't stop the train tracks. And please don't stop listening to Shooting Shit because we need you. We do this for you, the people.
We don't do it for The Rock. We do it for the people.
I did it for The Rock. Anyway, gentlemen, we have a little bit of things to cover tonight. Where do we want to start? I'll let you pick. We've got some WWE. We've got some AEW. And, I'll call it some shooter's choice. What do you guys think? Where are we going?
Well, let's get all the rudimentary shit out the way. So,
what's rudimentary shit? Big words tonight. Somebody read a dictionary.
Joey, can you explain?
A lot of time in prison.
I mean, actually, it was county.
Yeah, well, either way, somebody had some time to read. Nothing that was technically on his record, but it's there.
Yeah, let's not be talking about Google in my record.
You had to say it. You had to bring it up.
Shit, man. Let's not do that.
That's why we keep our lawyers here at Such Good Shit and Shooting Shit. And
we've all seen how good our crack lawyer staff is. Just ask Joey K.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here, bitches.
We're happy to have you. You know what? Let's bitches. It's a weird way to fucking go into this one, but we'll do it anyway. FKA that bitch, which probably will be that lady now in the WWE. Jada Parker, FKA, the one and only Jade Cargill, has made it official. She has signed a multi-year contract with the WWE. Stated that she did it because she wanted to be on the big show. You know, it's the main event. That's the big deal for them. Guys, what are the let's keep it this way. What are your actual expectations for Jade Cargill? Let's not be too crazy out there. What's realistic for her?
I think it would be awesome if she just learned how to wrestle.
You know, and I think being in that system, I think it's going to be beneficial to her because I think because you know with AEW they were just strictly TV. They didn't have like they didn't have an NXT or a developmental system. It's just basically she got signed and kind of thrown into the fire and stuff. And I think this way WWE can bring her along at probably a style and a pace that's maybe better suited for her. And I mean, you know what? The sky's the limit.
Dude, they said that she's not going to go to NXT though, isn't it? Isn't that what the rumors are?
The rumors are she's going straight to the main roster.
Yeah, she needs the NXT, but I think they're saying
she
she's
does
going straight main.
You know, and
yeah, but that's the thing. That's what she's doing now, though. She's working at the performance center and getting her shit together.
Yeah,
she's got time.
Yeah,
I mean, she's had time. She's had what, 3 years?
But she got better with Daniel Bryan showing her some things. She did get better with her last few matches. She did get better.
She did. Did she?
She did. Yeah. But then you've got to look at also her talent to work with her hasn't been.
I think I'm going to have to change my nickname from the Silver Wolf to the Lone Wolf because I feel like I'm the only one on this one because she can't fucking wrestle, dude. She can't.
So wait, you're gonna steal. He's gonna steal Baron Corbin's old gimmick, the Lone Wolf.
What was the only time he was ever relevant? Only time he was relevant.
He's not using it.
No, dude. I think she has the chance to hopefully hone her craft with HBK before she debuts to the main. But I feel like they're going to try to push her to the moon, and I don't think it's going to work. I think the fans will turn on her quickly because, unfortunately, you know, the IWF, we love botches. And instead of being that bitch, she's going to turn into that botch.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, here's the thing. And this is my honest opinion. Like all bullshit aside, I do think she's gotten better. Okay. But I mean, it's sink or swim time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You just come off a great season, maybe a little above average for the athletic ability and the ring acumen that she has. And now she signed a big fat contract with the Yankees. And they're putting her short and they're expecting her to hit leadoff. She better fucking produce. Because if not, the fall is going to be swift and hefty. Because you're coming, I mean, she's everybody that they've signed that was from another company has went through NXT other than like AJ Styles or, even Finn Balor started in NXT, Kevin Owens, Sami Callihan, all the guys that are on the top tier level of guys that are on Raw and SmackDown right now came through NXT.
Yep.
She's bypassing all of that and going straight to Raw or SmackDown after being pretty much handed a title and given a 50 match. Her career has been 50 matches.
She's been Baby Goldberg and she left.
And the WWE is a different world, man. I mean, you're traveling, you're doing TV, you're on the road. She's gonna have to find somebody to do her weave and come up with them stupid ass that gear that she's. I mean, dude, it's just different. Like WWE is the next level, and you're coming in under the premise of they said she signed the biggest deal of anybody that's been at her level. It's more money than anybody else has made.
Hopefully, they just mean it's
So-
as much money that anybody's ever made in their second year of fucking wrestling.
Well, I mean, dude, I'm just saying, like 50 matches. She's had 50 matches.
Yeah.
That's and that's the difference between this era of wrestling and then the eras that we all grew up watching, especially the era that I grew up in, because those guys were working. They'd have 50 matches in the first 6 months they were on the road.
Yep.
All right, Paul. Back in my day, the men were men and wrestled like wrestlers. You know what? That's a good time to transition off this topic. Let's get off of Jada, whatever they're gonna call her. Hopefully, she does well. We'll be here to.
Oh, I
see
didn't
how
know
it
that
goes.
getting on her was an option. We weren't talking about that. Is that an option?
No, it's not an. Hey, that's my line, dude. Now, gimmick infringement is real.
Man, Jovan, you really need to get a lady.
I didn't even say it. It was Sean. Sean has a lady.
Jesus, Javon.
Bullshit. Don't Jesus me.
Get a hold of yourself, man.
Right?
Get a hold of my. Okay. Get a hold of myself. Anyways.
Just don't do it in public.
It's the peanut gallery tonight. From the peanut gallery to the shooter's gallery to the shooter's choice. Gentlemen, we asked the fans that listen to the show just like you are right now what they wanted us to discuss on tonight's episode, and we got a slew. So much, dude. It was like a slew of questions. Who are we going to answer?
Well, we decided in our little pre-show chat that we decided we were going to answer the question that our friend and a friend of the show, Jerry Hayne the second, as he's known on Facebook, posted, and that is, in terms of controversial storylines, what is too far? And Jovan, what is the one qualifier we decided on? Like, because I think we would all pretty much say this one probably comes to mind first and foremost.
We are going to disqualify the Kane and Katie Vick storyline. We all know that went too far. We do not want to discuss what happened in there. We're not going to discuss.
What was that about?
Jesus, you really. It was about necrophilia.
No,
It's the nicest way to
I'm
go.
just kidding, dude. I know. I knew it.
Chuckleheads. We're not going there, so let's go batter up. Who besides Katie Vick was going a bit too far with storylines? Who wants to open it up?
All right, for me, you know, we all like a little bit of realism in our pro wrestling and stuff, but there are sometimes where that realism goes too far. And for me, the first couple stories I thought about, because this isn't something that I think you can't really joke about and stuff, is that's when they do like heart attacks in the ring. Like, and two that come to mind are Eddie Guerrero, which I think was in 2004 when he had his feud with JBL over the WWE title. And then I think it was back in...
Except that one was real.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other one was
I think that one was real, DDJ.
It was real. It was real. He really had a heart attack.
Yeah,
That
really
wasn't-
had a heart attack.
No.
Dude,
it was
that
the
was
precursor to the one that killed him, dude.
that wasn't an angle, bro. He literally had a heart attack. That's why JBL pinned him quick so they could go to the match, and then they went.
I don't think that was.
It was real. It's been documented that was real, dude.
All right, show me the documentation.
I'll find it as soon as the show's over.
Jesus
Dumb nuts.
Christ.
Yeah,
Your film wouldn't satisfy this ding dong.
yeah. He really had a
Good
heart attack in
God.
the match, bro. And that was like a week before he died.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it was.
Eddie Guerrero died in 2005. This angle happened in 2004.
It happened in December. He died in January.
What was your other one, DDJ?
So let me ask you a
besides
question,
Eddie?
DJ. So, you blew out your ACL, right? And then you got fixed. And then how soon was it that you blew it out again?
Month and a half.
Like, it's
Shit
the
happens.
same thing.
Yeah,
Dude.
but
You
yeah.
have a fucking heart attack at the end of 04,
Yeah.
and then you have a fucking serious one and it kills you in
Yeah.
05. Bro, it's all in the same timeline.
Okay, I don't know about the other ones you were talking about, but that legit was a heart attack. He really had a medical episode in the ring. That's been documented. It really. I'm not messing with you. I promise.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
99% sure too. What was the other one you had though? Who else had the heart attack?
Ric Flair in 98.
Okay, I was scared that you were going to say Jerry the King Lawler at the announce table.
Oh, come on. Give me some credit.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so you do know that the original fake heart attack happened in World Class. Fritz von Erich faked a heart attack.
Really? I did not know that.
He really did.
Strange that everybody's faking heart attacks. I guess that's one of the easier things to be just like.
And they still, to this day, like
They can sell it dramatically. Yeah.
It's been admitted that he did it, but even to this day, there's people that say, no, it was his back or whatever. But he faked a heart attack.
My back.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
Red Fox made a living off the fake heart attack.
Right.
I'm coming home.
Well, I mean,
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Fritz was king of the swerve, man. So like he came up with the idea, and everybody told him not to do it, but he did it anyway, and he was the boss. So.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Look what he did.
Who wants to go next with things that went too far?
It's not so much a storyline, but I fucking cannot stand when like they're doing a kayfabe injury and throw up the X and the fucking doctors come out. Like, I hate that shit. I really, really, really bothers me.
What's even worse is when they do it at a live show when you're watching it.
Yeah, like
Why are they doing that theatrics at a live show?
Yeah.
Like when we see that, our buttholes tighten up and we're like, oh shit.
yeah, like I don't fucking because like you know like you don't want to see these guys really get hurt.
No, you don't.
I mean,
We don't.
No.
And like it just bugs. That's always bugged me about that. Whenever they try to fucking they're bringing out the ringside physician, you know, to make it look serious because we all have known and seen when somebody legitimately tears a quad or blows out a knee or fucking whatever it is,
Tears a peck muscle off his damn chest.
Yeah, you'll see it, and you know. And you always know it's legit when the camera's really keeping away from whatever side of the ring that they're on, and they're, you know, they're really kind of readjusting.
Like Balor at Mania when they was stapling his forehead or his head.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Edge.
So that was like that always bothers me. And then the flip of that though is what they did with Big E. Big E gets dropped on his fucking head and breaks his neck. So you knew something's wrong. Like that shit looked awful.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
were on right away. But then
they showed it
they start replaying it over and over, and you're like, dude, I don't want to fucking see that either.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
That drives me nuts. So like
It's like, why did they do it so many times, man? It was like every fucking time they could. And Big E, this just happened to Big E, and it was like, oh, his neck.
Yeah, like that, and you know, I'll go off of what DDJ said too. Like, yeah, that if the fake heart attack, or you know, Shawn Michaels with the concussion, and like you know,
that was like the worst acting job ever, though, man. I mean, I remember when he did it, but I remember like the girls.
You were an adult, and I was a child. You know, that's what happened.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
No, like
I mean, if like 1920 is an adult, then I guess, yeah.
I mean, it should be, but
my issue though, it's yeah, I know the acting is shitty and all on it, but like, yo, we got enough like athletes and shit dying of concussions, brain injuries, and shit like that. So, I mean, I know that was in the 90s, but like, let's be real. That kind of shit's just not cool. Like the reality stuff is it's gross.
Well, mine's a little different.
no.
The one thing, but it falls underneath that, smart ass. I've never been a fan of them taking people who actually had issues and then putting that on TV, like they did it with Hawk, like the drunken him, like him being drunk on TV.
Fucking Edge, Matt Hardy, Lita situation.
Yes. That thing, that's just too close to home.
Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett.
I didn't see
Jeff
any
Hardy
of that shit.
and drinking,
but just
yeah.
But
every company did that.
They did the storyline with Scott Hall in WCW when he was in the NWO.
Going to rehab.
Well, Scott Hall always kicked out until he didn't.
Yeah, that's true, man. But I think the worst example of that was, and don't get me wrong, dude. I love ECW and everything that ECW did, except for
I think I know where you're going with this.
When they interviewed Tammy Lynn Stitch and Chris Candido and basically just talked to them about their drug problems and shit and put it on TV. And don't get me wrong, dude. I bag on Sunny. I know I bag on her, and her issues are obviously very, very real. But like that was at one point I remember just thinking, man, that was probably the only time I ever looked at Paul Heyman and thought, well, why, dude? Like that, you can justify that and say, I know he said in the past, well, I'm just trying to force him to see what was going on. But no, dude, you weren't. You were in the middle of a ratings war and you were trying to keep your company open. So you did what you did and whatever, but I like anytime it's like that.
Okay.
For me, that's too far. And I'm not a big fan of the storylines where we're taking much older male wrestlers and have them trying to be in relationships or seducing much younger, like Rey Mysterio's daughter and
Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, and all that shit. Like, I'm not a real big fan of that shit either.
Yeah. Well, that's good. There's a line.
So you weren't a fan of Mark Henry and Mae Young?
Dude, I wasn't a fan of any of that. Now that's right up, Australia deathmatch wrestling over here.
Hey man, I loved all of that.
You probably loved every bit of that shit, but there wasn't nothing about that I.
You didn't like to see Hand come back at the reunion, all grown up. Freaking love that. You have no heart. It's a second generation talent right there. Never got his shot at the big time.
Nope. Justice for the Hand.
I do have it on good authority that the Hand was the Hand at the WrestleMania between Johnny Knoxville.
Are we still talking about the fucking Hand?
Okay. Anyways, we'll move on from Hand. What I think when you go too far,
like that, like you just did.
I didn't go too far with the Hand because I could have gone way further.
You're still talking about it.
Well, leave me alone.
Just keep it in the keep it in your pants.
What the fuck? How am I going to keep it? Anyways, I think I'm not a fan of when they do the family stuff, right?
Reading some free literature.
Like, you stupid. So,
Yeah.
Got him.
Ooh, that was
going to be that kind of night. It's going to be that kind of night. Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm officially over this topic. So next,
I'm not a fan of. Fuck it. I'm done.
All right, come on.
Give it to us. I'm not a fan of you fuckers right now.
Come on. Go ahead.
Moving to the next fucking subject.
No, what was your answer?
Yeah, we gotta know your answer.
It's the same thing that Sean said. He took it right before I could say it. So
I honestly thought.
There you go.
Before we move on, I want to say I honestly thought he was going to talk about when Raven crucified the Sandman. That's where I thought he was honestly.
Yeah,
going.
that wasn't a big deal because they did the same thing on WE, like WWF, like 3 months later with Undertaker.
Yeah. Oh my God, such controversy. And I love Kurt Angle going, I was there that night. And I said, absolutely not. I wouldn't work for this company. Like 6 months later, the Undertaker's crucifying Stone Cold Steve Austin.
After he had kidnapped Stephanie McMahon. Yeah.
Fuck out of here, you fucking Olympic goof. Jesus Christ.
Love me some Kurt Angle. All right, gentlemen, we're going to transition here into our next topic of the evening. While we're talking about things that may or may not be kayfabe, that may or may not be going too far, we've already stated that we do not like it when injuries or fake injuries are used for storyline purposes. Adam Cole, baby, either actually hurt. There's a lot of people thinking that this injury is a storyline injury. If you read some of the stuff online, there's people that are like, hey, man, his cast is on the wrong leg. He hurt his right leg, not the left leg. The x-ray is clearly faked. Conspiracy theorists all day long and wrestling fans, they share a lot of the same ideals, I guess you could say. Where we sit on the Adam Cole injury, is this storyline or is he actually hurt?
Storyline. 1000% storyline. So much in the fact that the whole I broke my ankle in 3 places and tore ligaments and I need surgery bullshit. Yeah, that's not legit. If anything, he maybe sprained his ankle and he's going to be fine. But there's no way they're going to continue on a storyline with Adam Cole going into surgery. Get the fuck out of here. That is that. And if that is the case, that's the worst fucking writing you could possibly do.
Not only is that, but it's the worst fucking casting I've ever seen. Did you see the size of that fucking cast? It was made for like a fucking Clydesdale.
Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah, it was.
It
was a real bad cast.
That's a terrible cast. And I mean, it could be wrong because they're saying that MJF's going to do this match on his own, and whatever. But I don't. I'm over this storyline. So
okay,
I'm not. Fuck no, I'm not.
You're not over it?
I'm not over it. I'm for it after last night. That was the most entertaining thing I've seen.
When they went fishing and caught Captain Insano?
No, not that bullshit.
No, that's the kind of shit you love, dude.
That's the shit you love. The shit I love was
why you watch.
Was the very end of Dynamite.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Because my thought is this. This is why I'm saying Cole's not really hurt. The 4 dudes attacking Jay White was the Kingdom and MJF. Cole was wearing the mask. I that's what I think. I honestly, I think the storyline is gonna get much better with the whole Kingdom and fucking.
You think they're about to swerve MJF?
No, I don't think they're gonna swerve MJF. I think they're gonna swerve everybody else, and it's just gonna be. Cole's gonna go full heel.
Nice.
And it's gonna, and you have a fucking the newest faction. You're basically getting the Kingdom now with fucking MJF. It's gonna be fucking dope.
How many factions have MJF been in so far?
He's been in a few that haven't really worked, but it's not his fault. Pinnacle should have worked, but Wardlow wasn't doing great. I mean, FTR was good. Sean Spears kind of brought the team down too.
He was part of them.
So Spears was there to job because they couldn't make Wardlow do it, even though Wardlow should have been the one jobbing.
Yeah, Wardlow should have been the one jobbing because he's the rookie.
Right. So Spears not necessarily brought the team down. He got brought the team down because of booking.
Yeah, because of the booking.
Yeah. Well, what was fucking MLW? He was with
with him, Richard Holiday and Hammerstone.
What the fuck was their name?
What were their name?
I'll look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, Holiday, I think, just had a WWE tryout too.
Yeah, he just had a.
Hammerstone couldn't pass the drug test to get to the front door. So,
I got it. It was the Dynasty.
The Dynasty. There you go.
If you ask our buddy down there, the Silver Wolf, when we met.
You muted yourself, Jovan.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh well, fuck me. What I was saying is,
no, thank you.
If you ask our buddy the Silver Wolf down there, when we met Hammerstone, he is 110% convinced that Hammerstone is using some kind of gel to get buffed up like that.
No, I said he's using oil-based steroids.
Oil-based steroids. There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that guy's on so many horse tranquilizers, man. He whinnies when he walks.
Yeah.
If you need your oil-based sterilizers, you can talk to the Silver Wolf down there. He's got to connect.
I mean, come on.
All right, guys. So we're all thinking it's pretty much a farce.
I think it is, but I think it's gonna wind up. I think Adam Cole, the Kingdom, and Roderick Strong are somehow gonna wind up screwing MJF over this, and we're gonna get the conclusion of the double turn.
All right. I don't want to see a double turn. Weirdly, I like MJF as a face, but he's kind of like an anti-face because he's our asshole. We know what he is. People love it right now.
He's our scumbag.
He's our scumbag. He's the Joey K of AEW.
Well, we should talk about his competition with this fucking spray tanner because that son of a bitch is a different shade of orange every other week. Like he was a little dark this week.
I thought they canceled AEW Dark.
That was terrible.
I thought it was funny.
Let's
I know
That's not-
it wouldn't have been
you
funny if
didn't-
any of you said it. It's funny because he said it.
You didn't laugh because it was
Thank you. Joey K, thank you.
Yeah. No, it's the delivery, Dennis.
the delivery, Dennis.
It's
You
the
got it.
delivery.
It's the delivery, Dennis.
It's the
I
delivery.
thought it was DiGiorno.
Okay.
Get the
Fucking
fuck out, please.
He only
We're-
gets one good one a episode, you guys. He
We're
was-
And he fucked it up. He fucked it all up at the end.
We're off, just off the rails.
All right, let's get back together. We've discussed Adam Cole. Let's go into let's keep it on AEW for a little longer. We've got this big time show coming up on Sunday, guys. Wrestle Dream has actually a pretty decent stacked card on it. But the card and the matches aren't what's getting the main buzz. Main buzz is Tony Khan. He said during an interview that Wrestle Dream is going to be an end of an era. Gentlemen, what do you think? What does he mean by an end of an era?
Well, it better be the end of the era of paying $50 every couple weeks for a fucking bullshit pay-per-view from them. Because that shit's for the birds, bro.
Yeah.
Like
They are supposedly showing up on Max soon.
Yeah, stream that shit or like get fucked. Like, because I'm not paying for that. Like that better be the end of an era. And realistically, it's probably gonna be some dumb bullshit. Like, remember when there was a span where it's like every week we have a special announcement from Tony Khan next week, and it was always it was always some bullshit, whatever.
We're gonna be in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, like cool, like to watch like a couple of moose fuck. Like, who cares, dude? Like, like whatever.
Shout out to our moose fondlers.
I can't.
Wait, Moose Fondler, that's got to be Jovan. I mean, he's the one that's always up Moose's, you know what?
So now you try to redeem yourself for your shit show earlier. Okay, I see you, Denny boy. I see you. Anybody else have a take here?
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say something, but then Dennis just killed it, so I don't.
Oh, don't you be trying to put this on me.
Whatever happened, whatever thought I had, that's
Dude, I don't even know what we've been talking about since he said the DiGiorno thing. Like, I don't fucking whatever.
What's your take, Dennis?
I don't know because I'm afraid I'm going to offend these guys.
No, you're not offending me.
You're just
I'm not
hijacking
offended.
the show with bad takes and bad jokes, buddy.
I'm not offended.
But I don't know. I don't really. I mean, like you said, it's probably going to be one of these. It's going to be like, oh yes, it's an end of an era, but is it really? I mean, is it going to be one of these things where like, oh, the biggest announcement ever, and then it's like, oh yeah, we're just going on, like we're doing a new show or whatever. Like I just gotta feel.
We're adding cheese to the hot dogs.
Pretty much. I mean, it's just I have a feeling that's what it's going to be, because I mean, really, what era were we in to begin with this? I mean, does it just mean like I don't know. I think it's just going to be something that's over high. It's going to be one of those over promised and under delivered things.
Is Sting working this show?
No, he's not scheduled, but Darby is, so he might show up. So is Nick Wayne. So
I was thinking maybe it was that, but
well, buddy, let me tell you this. I like where your mind is at, but my name is not Sting. To me, an end of an era means somebody is going to wrap it up. We've seen it done in wrestling all the time. Taker, Triple H, the end of an era. They always like to use that when someone's going to take their last match or on the road to their last matches. I think we need to be prepared to say goodbye to Daniel Bryan. I think Wrestle Dream legitimately could be one of the final matches we see from Daniel Bryan before he transitions to a backstage role. Thing is, he did say that he only wanted to wrestle a certain amount of time longer. He wanted to be with his kids more. I think this match with Zack Sabre Jr. has been the big sexy match that he's always wanted. It feels like a goodbye to me, the end of an era.
I don't think you're that far-fetched, honestly, Jovan. I really don't.
Joey don't like it up there.
Either that or else he's.
Dude, he only said that like a couple months ago. He's not going anywhere. Like he also said he's going through. This is his last contract.
Yeah.
His contract doesn't end after Sunday. So he's still a talent. He's still going to wrestle. He's going to be probably a little more selective on his opponents, but at the same time, nah, he's still got more shit to do. Plus, probably, most likely, going to win an AEW title before he leaves. Come on. You think they're not going to fucking put the heavyweight title on him before he's done?
I don't see it.
I don't either.
Honestly.
I actually, Giovanni, I'm going to have your back on that as well, too. I don't think he doesn't need the title.
Nope.
Nobody said he needs it, dude.
I don't
That's
think
not what we're talking about. We're talking about like they're gonna put it on him. Think about this. Since he's been there, he's lost every title match. Like in typically dramatic fashion.
Yeah.
Like he's right there on the edge and loses. So one last hurrah, they're gonna build him, they're gonna let him go. He's gonna wrestle for the title. He's finally gonna climb the mountain, finally gonna do it, and then ride off into the sunset.
God, I hate when people win the title and retire though, because then it's like you don't really do the rub for whoever gets it next.
No, he will. I think he'll
Yeah,
have a very short run.
The fact that they're winning the title and retiring is the rub. But that's the point. They did it with Trish Stratus. She won the title before she retired and left.
Yeah, I don't like it. All right. So end of an era. Sean, you didn't have nothing you wanted to throw in there?
No, I could give a shit about Tony Khan and his fucking premature ejaculation.
Well, that's very insightful.
Wow.
And very colorful. Thank you, man.
You're
You're on a whole nother level tonight.
Dude, it's just, yeah, I'm kind of over the AEW thing right now. I don't know why. I'm just not, like I watched last night and I'm not impressed right now with them at all.
I mean, they've got some good things. I enjoyed Swerve and Hangman. Yeah, I like their little thing going on right now, their little feud.
Nah, it's because everybody wants to see a cowboy and a black guy fight. That'll be the lamest match.
I'm from Dallas, dude. I see that every freaking weekend.
No, you see black cowboys fight. You see black cowboys fight.
Yeah.
But they're wearing helmets and got stars on the side of them. I just like here's my thing, dude. I just feel like I'm just not impressed with what's going on right now. That last pay-per-view that Dennis went to, I mean, I still glorified Dynamite. I don't care what anybody says, it wasn't great.
So is this just
card coming up? Not that impressed with it. I mean, I'm really not. This is what we're going to throw Hangman Page and Swerve into a match with no storyline, no build up, no nothing. It's just kind of their storylines and their build up for matches are about this. Last week they had an interaction. This week they're signing contracts. And who has a contract signing for a non-title fight?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fucking lame.
That's fair. I mean, that part's fair.
I don't really get that. And he just won the trios title with the Young Bucks. Why is he in a match with fucking Swerve? Just explain that to me. I don't get it. And I'm not trying to just piss on him. I'm not pissing on him for the sake of pissing on him, man. Because but I'm not doing it just for the sake of doing it. I'm doing it because I honestly believe that what they're doing right now it's microwave booking, man. They're just winging shit still.
Well, I mean, Tony Khan books out months in advance, and losing.
Does he though?
That's his Coke deliveries. We're not talking.
No, he does.
He does.
He's got the Waffle House paper tray. And maps it all out. He does a fucking few bumpskis off of it, and he's on his way. Tucks in his pocket.
So, just for clarification, just for my edification, what's the big batch on this card?
Danielson and
Zack Sabre Jr.,
which is not good.
But it's the
it's not a
two
big match.
most
It's-
technical wrestlers.
Yes,
like,
I
people
know.
consider them to be
And
the
I'm gonna
best
love.
I know
I'm
that,
gonna love
and
that
you know
match.
that, and he knows that, and he knows that, but nobody
like,
else does.
that's your main event of this show. You really think so? You're basically saying casual fans go fuck yourselves because the main event is going to be for hardcore wrestling fans.
Right.
Well,
Because there's a lot of wrestling fans that think Zack Sabre Jr. style is the shits, and they don't get it, and they hate it. But they'll fucking jerk off with their fucking tears to Orange Cassidy doing fucking fake kicks. Like, fuck wrestling fans. Y'all suck. All of you. Fucking bums.
No, and even like the Eddie Kingston match, which is a match that I think I could get into and be
Kingston and
interested in.
Shibata, yeah, that's the wrestler
about that
against
match.
Eddie Kingston. That is another big time match.
I understand that. I know that, and you know that, and he knows that, and
But
he
this
knows
is
that.
Wrestle Dream,
but most
buddy. This
people
is
don't
not
know
for,
that.
This card, has been kind of
Dude,
set
I
up
know.
not to
Here's
be
my
for
problem.
the fan. This is
Here-
for the wrestling fans.
Just understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm not
Fucking
arguing.
Wrestle Dream.
I'm not arguing with you for the sake of arguing, man. I'm just trying to explain to you where I'm coming from.
But you're not a casual fucking fan that doesn't
The
know these
I
people.
understand that, but the majority of the IWC are.
They could kiss
And they
their
don't
ass. We said
understand that
weekly.
Wrestle Dream is what the show is about. They think it's just a cool name for the show because they don't know who half these guys are. There's no build-up. There's no storyline. There's nothing going on. There's
But that's
no
how mega
payoff.
fights go.
Every
You could not watch UFC, but you
Yeah,
see
but
Francis
every-
Ngannou
this
and
ain't
Tyson
UFC,
Fury
man.
go
This
at
ain't
it,
no,
and you're like, wow, that's a
no,
big time match because
no.
they're two bad motherfuckers.
You are talking
the same
about
thing.
non-scripted act. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all. Those are actually non-scripted athletic events. Everybody that watches pro wrestling wants a storyline. They want characters. They want to know who's going over and what's going on, and they want to debate it like they know what the fuck they're talking about when we don't. Because if we did, we'd all know why Tony Khan books like this, but we don't. Every card can't be a fucking super fight card. You got to have some
But that's
substance
just
to what
it.
you're doing. This is why WWE is always going to be here and everybody else is going to be down here.
All right,
Yeah.
Cooknet, let me tell you something here. This is the first card that has these guys from New Japan. Because when you see these New Japan cards, you've had the Forbidden Door, and now you're having Wrestle Dream.
Right.
These aren't for those people who are just going to buy the first time pay-per-view, because they're going to look at these and say, who are these guys? Who's this? Who's Shibata? Who's well, even at that point when he started, Takeshita? Who's Murder Grandpa Minoru Suzuki? Who's legends, the Ace Tanahashi? Who are these guys? They're not going to get the pay-per-view because they don't know them. They know the AEW ones that they're just starting out, but the Wrestle Dream and the Forbidden Doors are for guys like us who have gotten tired of seeing Vince's universe fight between themselves and say that they're the best in the world at what they do, because what they do is in a glass bubble. And now we're getting to see people go out there and actually say, hey, I'm the best, and I'm going to put it up against the best. Like, hey, Eddie Kingston, you may not like his shape, you may not like his style, but fuck, Eddie Kingston's going to go in there with the man that they call the fucking wrestler, and he's going to give them a great fucking pure match that's going to blow your socks off. And you don't need to know who Shibata is. You're just going to know that that's fucking prime wrestling. You're going to see Daniel Bryan and fucking Zack Sabre Jr., who are going to fucking put each other in so many twists and turns. You're going to think you're watching Twister on fucking pay-per-view. You don't need to know who the bum is. You don't need to know who Daniel Bryan is. You're going to enjoy the fucking pure essence of the sport, which is the match itself.
So I'm glad you just did not get the point of anything that was just said, right? That's great. You're an idiot. Thank you for fucking confirming that.
Okay, so
That was not the. He rage quit. He rage quit. Look at him. Aw. Our little Blumpkin's all upset. He rage quit. Look at him. Look at him.
Don't bring me
All right,
back.
so-
I walked off on a reason. Fuck you.
No.
Get him back.
Point was, yeah, it's gonna be fucking amazing. I think it's gonna be amazing. I think that there's matches on this card that are gonna be the fucking best shit that AEW's put out.
The four of us know that.
What? Like the casual fans
We're
are
not
gonna
talking
are
about
looking
it.
at it and they're gonna be like, "This is dog shit." They're not gonna get
But
it.
I do. I do appreciate the fact that you've kind of jumped on my bandwagon because I've been talking about that WWE bubble for a long time. So to hear you say that makes me feel good.
Basically, I think, and I'm kind of with Joey K and Silverwolf on this. And
I love you, buddy.
And this is one thing that I've been saying about AEW for the longest time, and you guys will all back me up on this. That AEW is a company that's for the hardcore fan, but if they really want to grow, like if they really want to expand and get more places and reach more people, they have to make it accessible to the casual fan. Like, and that's like what I said. That's why I think when Silverwolf said about WWE being here and everybody else being kind of down here and stuff, and that's because they cater to the casual fan, and that's how you grow a product. Is you got to cater to the casual fan, because the hardcore fans are always going to be there no matter what, but the casual fans are going to come and go, and you got to give those casual fans a reason to stay watching and supporting the product.
Well, okay, so, and kind of going back to what I was trying to say was like, it's microwave booking. And it's not just this pay-per-view, it was the last one. They're making up storylines on the fly. It's quick, it's fast. There's no substance to them. Dude, these guys change tag team partners and friends. It's ridiculous. He would benefit from somebody coming in that can actually help him do what he's doing, because it was cool early on. Because
it was an alternative.
Because it was an alternative. But after all this time, it should be polished up a little bit by now, man. That's all I'm trying to say.
All right. Fantastic. Guys, we're at the 46 mark. We're going to go ahead and start on our final thoughts. Who wants to start us off tonight?
We're going to final thoughts already.
We really did that an hour.
Oh, buddy, did we really upset you?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yo, we totally did. You lied,
motherfucker. Look at him.
I'm so fine. I'm fine.
He rage quit.
Doing fucking fantastic. Final thoughts. Need a final thought music button.
We don't have a final thought music button.
Yeah, I don't know. One of my final thoughts is.
And now it's time for final thoughts.
Oh man.
I don't know, man. I think after living in Texas all your life, you'd be a little thicker skinned. But
somebody gonna start us off, or are we just gonna keep kicking the fucking can around?
Whatever, somebody fucking start.
All right, I'll start.
There it is. God, starts every other night right off the bat. Come on, Dennis.
Well, I figured I'd give someone else a chance to start, but nobody wanted to step up.
Come on, man.
Go ahead, buddy. You got it.
So, I just want to say that
I'm sorry, man. It's just this. I feel bad. All right, go, dude. Go. Sorry,
man. All I'm gonna say is that I'm just in a really good place right now with just a lot of things seem to be coming together for me in life. You guys know, I've lost a little weight. I'm back down to under 300 pounds, which it's been a while since I've been that. Still got a lot of work to go and stuff. I mentioned on our last episode how my nephew just got married and stuff, and then just also I shared this with Sean and Jovan before we started recording and before you hopped on, Joey K. But my brother's actually getting married at the end of next month, and today he called me while I was working and asked me if I wanted to be the best man in his wedding. And it's just to be chosen for an honor like that, whether it be your brother, your best friend, or just whatever. It's a really cool thing, and it's just being able to do that, considering I don't have exactly a really close relationship with my brother. I mean, and stuff. And it's not that we just don't like it. It's just that we don't really talk much because we're two completely different people. But just to be chosen to be the best man in my brother's wedding is a pretty awesome feeling, and it's just, I don't know. I'm just, really happy about that and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that and such. So that's my final thought. Just, things can happen, just just be grateful for all that you have in life, because it's just the way to go, in my opinion.
And this has been DDJ's personal minute. Who's next?
Deep thoughts.
Fuck
with
you,
Jack-
Jovan.
Deep thoughts with Jack Handy. All right,
Joey
I guess
one
I'll
or
go.
Joey two? Who wants to go?
Yeah, I'll fucking go. Hey,
Am I one or
Phillies are in
two?
the playoffs. Go Birds. Fuck the Cowboys. Kiss my dick.
Does that count as a rage quit?
No, that's
No.
a storm off. That's
That's a
probably-
mic drop.
we're in that type of season again. I forgot.
He's
we
probably
were
just
football.
constipated or something.
It's the macaroni and cheese.
It would explain.
Go
a
ahead,
lot.
Wolf.
He does eat a lot of macaroni and cheese, bro. That's a lot of mac and cheese right there.
Straight out of the pot.
Yeah.
What do you got, Wolf?
I had a thought, but then I lost it.
Damn.
Give me a second.
Javon, you got one ready while Silverwolf tries to.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and go then so Silverwolf can think about his wolfiness and get his thought together. I
Think
teased
about Wolfie D.
Lord. I teased last week a little something for our FSGP family, which is the official picks league for our show. They do fantasy picks based off of results. If you think you're good at making results or picking the winners better than you can
Your
book
nose.
the show better than, well, yeah, your nose, than Tony Khan. Give them a look out. Look in the show description for the link to FSGP, the Freshly Squeezed Grand Prix Prediction League. You could face people like me there. I'm actually predicting there. I'm on a hiatus right now, but as I said, I was going to do a message for them. We'll do that next week because this week I had a different kind of final thought that I wanted to leave everybody with. And that final thought is going to be a little close to DDJ's, man. Honestly, it is about just taking a step back and enjoying the sunshine, right? We've done a lot here to talk about ourselves, personally at times. We're talking about things that we've gone through. We've also been there for each other at times when times are rough. This month is, tomorrow actually one of the harder days of the year for me. I've had some family stuff that happened, that's kind of changed a lot of dynamic for me in my life. And tomorrow's probably going to be a hard day. I took the day off because I'm anticipating not being in the proper headspace to work. But a thing that kind of keeps me going is you guys, right? You guys in the show kind of keeps me in the right headspace. Even when I'm having a down week, I'm here with you guys, laughing it up, doing what we do. At times we fight at each other, we bicker at each other like we're old ladies. But that's part of the fun of it. All this is really, serves to kind of break us out of the monotony of the week. And I love you guys for that, for being here with me. So my final thought is just basically mental health awareness, guys. If you ever need somebody, if you ever get into that point to where your darkest nights are getting a little darker than they used to be and your days aren't as bright as they're getting, reach out and talk to somebody, man.
Y'all know how to reach us.
You have all of us. We're here. We'll shoot the shit and talk some fucking wrestling with you if you want.
Or whatever else.
We'll talk life, doesn't matter. Some of us have lived more than others, Sean. So they've got more experience than the rest.
Gonna keep doing it too. That's the plan.
It's all right. You gotta keep on living. But that's the thing, guys. You're never alone. You're not really alone in this world. So men's health is a big one. Mental health, in general, is a big thing. If you guys ever need anybody, we're here. Please reach out. Along that too, same lines with the veterans. A lot of vets don't have anybody to talk to, man. I've got family members who have came back and they can't speak of what they've done, but they've put it out on paper and they felt a lot better afterwards. Maybe it's not even talking about, what they've done in their time in the service, but just talk to them about something they'd like to talk about, dude. Get their mind off of whatever the fucking shit's going on up there and give them a reprieve for a moment. So, just don't feel like you're alone. Be that light in the darkness for somebody else. Seek the light if you're in the darkness. Keep your eyes out on the page. Like I said, we are going to do something together with the nonprofit that Gabby helps, Project Fat. We're going to do a little auction / sale for them. All proceeds will go to the Project Fat to kind of help out these veterans. So yeah, that's a big thing, guys. Just make sure you stay in a good mindset. If you're ever needed, we're here. Silver Wolf.
Well, it's been a weird week, man. I mean, for the most part, it's been a good week. But kind of going along with what you were speaking about, like, I think everybody knows that I struggle with mental health issues and things like that. And yeah, yesterday was a day for me. It was one of those rare days where I just woke up anxious. And, before I even left for work, a panic attack set in, and that's how my day went. And when I have those days, one of the things I've learned to do to cope with it is just be quiet. Not trying to go against anything you just said. Like, if we have problems, we need to be speaking about it or whatever. But sometimes, I'm in therapy, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I have been for a while, and sometimes it's more often, sometimes it's less. Sometimes I'm feeling good and I can take a break from it, but ultimately I got to go back to it because, you just get to a certain point where you got to be able to let that stuff out, and you can't always do it with your friends or the people you love. So seeing a professional is a good idea. And one of the things that she said to me is maybe on those days, like, you can just be quiet, which is what I did. Really quiet yesterday and had a lot of time to think, and was really starting just kind of focusing on, it's not so much what's going wrong in life, which there's a lot. I got a lot of life going on, man. I do. I got a lot of situations that, require attention that I don't want to give it, but, you have to do these things to, be an adult, be a man, be a father, be a husband. I'm very blessed and very, very lucky to have the life that I have. I don't really feel like I deserve it, but I try to live every day appreciative of it, and the one good thing that happened this week was I got a call from, Gabby telling us that our daughter got accepted and she's going to be going to Japan in 2025 with her high school class. And, dude, when you growl and grumble and yell and go through life the way I have and the way I do, and then you get to be a father to a kid like that, and she's high honors and she's an athlete and she's kind and she's smart and she's funny, and you see her success, or her success becomes yours because you played a part in that. And don't get me wrong, it's going to cost us a shit ton of money to send her, but it's going to be okay because we're going to get it figured out. But
shooting shit, car wash.
But just, like these.
God, I don't want Jovan washing my car.
Just, just really, really proud of her. And, like the last week, in the last, 5 or 6 days, we had Daughter's Day and we had Son's Day, and, got to see a couple of my girls that I coached last year this last weekend, and they're staying in touch. And, just constant reminders of I'm not the guy that I used to be, and that the guy that I am right now is, my kids think I'm pretty damn cool. My wife loves me.
We think you're pretty damn cool.
I appreciate it, man. Just trying to keep it together, we're all going through stuff, man. We all have these things in our life, like this in the next couple of months, it'll be the anniversary of my mom passing, and then the situations that I have going on are kind of playing into that. So, fall is always a tough time for me. It is. I'm not going to lie. So just looking, trying to prepare for that and get my head around that. And just, like, we've all lost. Everybody on the show's lost somebody, and it's taken a toll on all 4 of us. Yep. And so when we say, if you need somebody, we're here, or we need to speak to somebody, we're here, we mean that. I mean, we're not professionals. We're not trained in any of this stuff, but man, you just,
sometimes you just need to hear that voice.
Sometimes just being able to have a conversation to take your mind off stuff is a good thing. And, like, I love what we do. And I look forward to it every week. And on the weeks that I'm not here, I'm always upset that I'm missing the show or I can't be a part of it. And sometimes that's life and sometimes that's work. And then sometimes it's just me saying I got to step back from it because my brain ain't right. So, those are all the pleasures of being me. but I love you guys. I love the feedback that we're getting on the page and the questions and the new format that we're implementing. And I am enjoying that a lot, and it's bringing good discussion. So,
and there are good things on the horizon for this show.
Good things on the horizon, opportunities that are coming up that I'm very, very excited about. And, and to get to do it with these three guys it's pretty damn cool. So,
and one last thing before we go to our local fans in the Chicagoland area, Sean and Silverwolf and I are actually going to be at the AAW show later tonight because this episode will be dropping on Friday morning. So, like Jovan always says, if you see us, beer us.
Or rum and cocos.
Right. Get us a drink. We'll talk with you for a little bit, damn it.
Hell yeah.
Would have loved to go with you guys, but I don't think I could do the 4-hour trip this weekend, man, to go see some Mox and Manser.
I don't even think Mox is going to be there. If
it's concussion stuff, I doubt that
if he's there, it's going to be in non-wrestling capacity. But Manser will be there, baby. Red light on.
We definitely going to go spend some time talking with him, ain't we, Sean?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we are.
Well, you two enjoy your weekend, man. You guys have some fun at that Friday event. We're going to wrap it up, man. Solid hour for everybody listening. Thank you very much for listening. If you have an opportunity, go out there, buy our shirt this weekend. It will be on sale because of Wrestle Dream. AEW always puts up sale coupons. So go buy our stuff. We can put out new designs. We can maybe put out the old design, but it only happens if our shirt sells. So go buy our shit. Thank you guys very much for listening. Thank you to the ladies out there in the accounting department. Thank you to the ham and eggers in the catering room. Thank you to Joey K for being here for the time that he allotted before his stomach gave way to the bad macaroni and cheese. Thank you to DDJ for being just himself, and to the Silverwolf for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been shooting shit.
So I finished watching Heels. Why'd you get my show canceled, fuck?
Freaking CM Punk, dude.
It wasn't his fault. It was your fault.
No, it was Ricky Raby's fault, dude.
It wasn't Ricky Raby's fault. It was your fault.
Attention wrestling fans and fans of Shootin' Shit podcasts. You can now be one of the cool kids by going to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy the official Shootin' Shit t-shirt. Buy it now and be there at ringside.
Legends of the Ring Sting, man. This is a great figure, old school figure. Looks great. It's Sting! Old school Sting from WCW. Guys, you know us, 3/4 of the Shootin' Shit team, and we're here with a listener just like you guys. This is Jimmy from Super Powers Comics.
My friend of almost 20 years. He's known him since you were 12.
If you know people in Chicago, you probably know Dennis because he knows half the town, of course. But shooters, if you need action figures, comics, wrestling memorabilia, we just showed you Sting. Superpowers Comics will put up their QR code so you can get a good look at everything they have coming. Give it a shot, shooters. Get your superpowers on and get your comics from our friend Jimmy, who listens just like you.
Be sure to check us out on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@SHOOTING SHT. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/groups/SHOOTINSHT. Check us out on TikTok at SHOOTINSHIT. And you can buy your official Shootin' Shit shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com/SHOOTINSHT. And thanks for watching.